A teenager is recovering after a shooting in Winston-Salem.
And now a man is facing charges in this. So this all happened late last night at an apartment complex on Villa Club Drive near Chatillon Drive and Bethania Station Road. Officers found a 16-year-old boy shot in a common area. The teen was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, and police later charged 58-year-old James Miller with the assault. Investigators believe the man and the teenager got into an argument before the shooting. Miller has since been released from custody on a written promise to appear in court.
A Greensboro man is grieving the loss of both of his brothers this morning.
One died in a crash. The other was shot on the highway. Our Maria DeBone joins us live now. So Maria, how is this final brother holding up after all of these tragedies?
Yeah, well, Darius Wooding said he was planning his little brother's funeral, who died in a car crash, when the police showed up and said that his older brother, Dedrick, had died. Now, 35-year-old Dedrick Wooding was shot and killed Friday morning while driving on I-40 in Greensboro. Police say they found his car on fire with evidence of gunfire. They ruled his death a homicide. Darius said he had just talked to Dedrick hours before. He said he never could imagine losing both of his siblings in less than 14 hours, and he said he's praying for the suspect that shot and killed his older brother.
It's going to probably come a lot of sleepless nights, but I'm not going to stop the fight. I've already promised him I'm not going to stop until I know who did this to him and why. I wish I could have him here, but hey, if God needed him, I'm just going to have to figure it out without him.
And Darius said there is a GoFundMe up to help the family with expenses. A link to that can be found on our website. Reporting for WXII 12 News, I'm Maria DeBone.
Time now is 6:04. A 24-year-old man has been sentenced to at least 10 years in prison for a killing that took place about 3 years ago.
Charlie Lopez pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter for the killing of DeMar Floyd. The shooting took place on North Cherry Street in April of 2021. The Forsyth County District Attorney's Office says several of the victims' family members got into a shootout with Lopez and a group of people who have still not been identified. Investigators say ballistics linked the gun used in the shooting to at least 2 other shootings that happened the previous month. Lopez also pled guilty to shooting up a home on Chatillon Drive. That was in 2020.
A woman will appear in court today charged with shooting and killing her husband. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says yesterday morning at the Woodbriar Apartments in Rural Hall, that is when that happened. Now, deputies found 47-year-old Shante Taylor dead from multiple gunshot wounds there, and they arrested his wife, Verena Taylor, on site. Investigators have not released any information on a motive.
Also today in court, a suspect in a deadly shooting is said to appear. Winston-Salem police say Demario Williams turned himself in yesterday. He's charged with murder and is being held without bond. Williams is accused of shooting Devontae Atkins on East 17th Street on July 21st.
An Alamance County school administrator is suspended without pay after being charged with felony sex act with a student.
The sheriff's office says James Kelly, as you see here on your screen, was arrested Monday at his home in High Point. Police say the alleged misconduct did not happen on school property.
Now, Kelly has been with the district since starting as a teacher in 2011. He was promoted to assistant principal of Southern Alamance High School in 2020, and Kelly was moved to Southern Alamance Middle as assistant principal in June of this year.
To Washington now, the Supreme Court put back in place tougher rules on ghost guns. Now the Biden administration is fighting gun rights groups over regulations they say will keep these difficult to track firearms from ending up in the wrong hands.
Amy Lou is in our Washington bureau with how this case could end up back at the Supreme Court.
Well, this ruling will stay in effect until a New Orleans Circuit Court makes a decision on a Biden administration appeal, and the expected challenge to that decision could put the case back before the Supreme Court. The Biden administration issued a new rule last year that changed the definition of a firearm to include ghost guns. The assembled guns and their components would need serial numbers and licensing to be considered legal. The regulation does not outlaw ghost guns or their parts altogether. A Texas judge struck down the rule in late June, saying it exceeded the administration's authority, but the Supreme Court justices ruled 5-4 to overturn that decision with no explanation why. The Biden administration says that the regulation is a matter of public safety and saving lives as more and more ghost guns appear at crime scenes across the country. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou.
Crews will soon begin working to remove mold found at a second Alamance Burlington school, this time at Newland Elementary. School leaders believe it's due to humidity issues with the HVAC system. We're told the problem appears to be isolated to specific rooms in the school. Newland summer school students and staff have been temporarily relocated to South Graham Elementary. Now, this meantime, crews have already been working to clean up mold recently found at Andrews Elementary School. The Alamance Burlington School District says the cost of cleanup here has surpassed $500,000.